on to you Geminis out there. Hope y'all are having a great day. So for you Geminis, you have the Page of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and you Geminis have the Ace of Wands. So there's definitely a sense of you Geminis not being with the same person anymore. You Geminis wanting to essentially get off of the wheel. You realize that you were on a wheel from the last time. Go back and watch the last Gemini video. As you're watching this one, you'll see that I talked about being on the wheel, and you Geminis got the Wheel of Fortune, right? So this speaks to you Geminis really being connected. You Geminis really being connected to somebody in a way where it's dysfunctional. It's dysfunctional to a certain extent, because it seems like this person is here, there, everywhere. And you Geminis want a little bit more clarity that they're just not willing to offer you right now. So because they're not really willing to offer clarity, the Ace of Wands represents how being with them, from my suggestion, would really be a no-go, because essentially the best way to essentially win the game and to play it is to not play the game or try to win the game by getting into it at all, right? Don't play the game, because what a lot of people don't understand is the game doesn't love anybody, and the game will play on the ego and the insecurities of even the most proficient game player, if you catch my drift. Because how many times, don't believe me, because how many times have you Gemini seen the best people with the most game turn out to be bums, turn out to be losers, turn out to be real bums? They're bums because of the fact that they played the game. They got too accustomed to everybody wanting them. They got too accustomed to playing head games with an individual, and an individual buying into the narrative, buying into the game of, oh, this person doesn't really want me, so let me give this person more attention so that I can feed my ego on the back end by converting this person that doesn't like me to now like me now. Let me work for their validation. That's not what you Geminis is on, because the Emperor and the Sun card represents, like I said, the two of you had this, some of you may have had this conversation with them, trying to figure out, like, okay, what exactly is going on? Are the two of you actually going to be in a relationship, and are they going to do right by you? What is going on here? And doing right incorporates not putting their hands on you. Not saying that this person was doing that, but I'm saying that you're trying to get more specific. You were trying to get more specific to understand what exactly was going on. So you Geminis is like, are you going to do right? Now let's clarify what right is, so that you can't slip in between the cracks, trying to make it seem like, well, I'm not putting my hands on you and I'm bringing you Chinese food every now and again, so I guess I'm doing right by you, right? We Netflix and chilling and having fun and kicking it, so I guess I'm doing it right, right? Right? And the Ten of Wands right here, the Ten of Wands right here really does represent how, since that's the case, it was up to you to what it is that you wanted to do. And you you basically activated the Knight of Cups. You Geminis decided that it wasn't worth getting to know them further. It wasn't worth being with them any longer, because that wasn't a functional relationship. That was a dysfunctional one. It was a friends with benefits situation. And you Geminis started to really pay attention to peak game, to realize that it wasn't anything that was supposed to be long term. Because as it is, that I said in the last Gemini video, if I'm not mistaken, the more you end up like hanging out with somebody and sleeping with them, the more times you do that is the more attached you become. over a longer time frame. So that's why it is that I don't suggest doing that. That's why I'm saying that if you're gonna do the friends with benefits situation, it should really be short term. I'm talking about for the summer. And when I say for the summer, I'm talking about as slim and as fleeting as the beginning of April, the beginning of, let's say, the beginning of April to the end of May. Excuse me, the beginning of April to the end, no, excuse me, to the beginning of May. That's how slim it is. Y'all smash a couple of times, once, twice, maybe even 3 times. It's done. Because going from April to August, y'all are in a relationship. Y'all are in a relationship and trying to because what's going to happen is, right, if you would have kept them around while you were trying to talk to somebody else, that would have lowered your value. Dry bones. That would have lowered your value, because what happened is, what you Geminis should have done is you Geminis should have been in a situation where for you, you should have got rid of the weirdo. You should have got rid of that situation. See, a lot of times, sometimes what happens, what ruins a lot of people's value is the fact that they're sloppy in relationships. They don't close one relationship. And that's what the majority of people are doing now. They don't successfully close one relationship. They just immediately go right on to the next one. So they smashing somebody, and then, but even though they smashing and they in a relationship with that person, they go right on down the road and talk to somebody else. Smooth like that. And why that's so stupid is because the other person is thinking to themselves, I thought we were in a relationship. But see, all of this is to build agitation. All of this is to build tension. This is a part of the game. This is why it is I say that the game plan is stupid. The game plan is real dangerous, because this is all a part of the game. All of this is a part of hypergamy. I have to get you to think that I got all these options, even though I'm just using people, because you need to understand my value. Meanwhile, true hypergamy isn't about that. Hypergamy is just about being in a hypergamy is basically being a gold digger. On either side. Being a gold digger on either side. Going into a relationship with the particular intention on dating the person because of their financial and social resources. You're not really trying to get to know their character, nor do you really care. That's it. This modern day versionized, getting jealous, having crazy exes, finna come key up your car and put a baseball bat through your windshield. That's not hypergamy. That's not hypergamy. And matter of fact, I'm gonna leave the definition in the comment section below. The definition, for anyone who wants to go and check, the definition of hypergamy is when a person is trying to marry up financially and socially. They like the social connections, right? For them to monkey branch, for them to bounce from one person to the next if things don't go so well, right? They want to be with the stars. They want to be in the celestial plane. They want to be in the upper echelon. They like the connections. They like knowing the governor of whatever. They like knowing the senate of whatever. They like knowing the mayor of whatever. They like that. You know, they're social climbers. So now that you, Geminis, wasn't going to allow this person to do that to you, they're upset, to say the least. The Queen of Wands. Here they go, getting you upset. Trying to get you upset. Cussing at you. Talking about how you Geminis are never going to find somebody that loves you like them and that you're ungrateful. You Geminis are ingrates and all this other type of nonsense. And you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Strength card. Here you go now, knowing better, and you're not listening to any of the nonsense that they got talking about. Because you Geminis know good and well that you're not an ingrate. They're the ingrate. They're the ones that think that they could be in your life every now and again, and you do the work for them by rationalizing the times that they're not there. Oh, they're just busy. See, this is what I'm trying to get you to understand. This is how subtle it is. This is why it is I don't be playing them games. What it is what it is. Look, give me some time for me to go ahead and get the money. Okay? Okay. Play games with me. I'm just not going to hang out with you. I don't have to hang out. Let's clarify the Strength card. Two of Swords, King of Swords, Sun card, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, Two of Swords, King of Swords. You seeing them show up. You seeing this person pop out and say some really disrespectful things. And you Geminis want to be able to say some really disrespectful things too. But ironically, you Geminis are the ones that are actually chilling out from saying anything that's disrespectful, because there's no emotion like that with them. It's not personal. You don't want to have anything to do with them. They're saying that stuff to get you Geminis riled up, because you don't want to hang out with them anymore because they're full of trash. They got a bunch of gutter juice on them, and you Geminis don't want that gutter juice on you. That gutter slime on you. So guess what happens, right? They're upset that you don't want to play the game with them. But you Geminis don't have all the time in the world to be playing games. Y'all got to look after your health, you got to look after your spirituality, your health, your family, your finances. You ain't got that kind of time.